you're like, I'm not gonna bump to this song, but then you start catching a vibe. I'm sorry, not sorry. Yeah. East Coast with the gang, 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 gang. West Coast with the gang, 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 gang. Lower with the gang, 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 gang. You know we don't play gang, gang, gang. East Coast with the gang, 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 gang. West Coast with the gang, 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 gang. Lower with the gang, 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 gang. You know we don't play gang, gang, gang. East Coast with the gang, 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 gang. West Coast with the gang, 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 gang. Lower with the gang, 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 gang. You know we don't play gang, gang, gang. East Coast with the gang, 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 gang. West Coast with the gang, 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 gang. Lower with the gang, 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 gang. You know we don't play gang, gang. Whoa, East Coast with that gang, gang. You know we don't play games, whoa. Hop up on that wagon, oh please just get out the way. You know we stay stuntin', right up in your face. We sorry, not sorry, we just stuck up in our ways. West Coast gon' ahead, stand up, put that glass and hands up. Gang, 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 we famed up, got that change, we bagged up. Crew love, we stay manned up. Ahem like I'm Weezy, yeah. Rap game just too easy, drip so sick I'm queasy, whoa. East Coast with the gang, 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 gang. West Coast with the gang, 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 gang. Lower with the gang, 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 gang. You know we don't play gang, gang, gang. East Coast with the gang, 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 gang. West Coast with the gang, 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 gang. Lower with the gang, 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 gang. You know we don't play gang, gang, gang. East Coast with the gang, 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 gang. West Coast with the gang, 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 gang. Lower with the gang, 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 gang. You know we don't play gang, gang, gang. East Coast with the gang, 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 gang. West Coast with the gang, 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 gang. Lower with the gang, 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 gang. Yeah. Watch me finesse, walk to the line. Good versus evil, God in his prime. Always in prime, always on time. Our time to shine, wifey is fine. I'm doing fine, glad that you asked. God fill me up, mud in my glass. God clean me up, all that I ask. Wherever you headed there fast. I am ahead, you are in last. Last time I checked, you were all gas. Gas in the whip it up fast. Fast and all furious, I'm starting to spaz. Getting all curious, you put me on blast. Blasting that Darius, kids in the back. Back to the future is black. Black like T'Challa, Wakanda attack. East Coast with the gang, 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 gang. West Coast with the gang, 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 gang. Lower with the gang, 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 gang. You know we don't play gang, gang, gang. East Coast with the gang, 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 gang. West Coast with the gang, 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 gang. Lower with the gang, 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 gang. You know we don't play gang, gang, gang. East Coast with the gang, 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 gang. West Coast with the gang, 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 gang. Lower with the gang, 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 gang. You know we don't play gang, gang, gang. East Coast with the gang, 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 gang. West Coast with the gang, 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 gang. Lower with the gang, 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 gang. You know we don't play gang, gang, gang.
What's going on, Beaches? Welcome to the Daily Swole Mancast, the land of sick fucking gains. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe, and make sure you check out the links down below to join the fam over at swolenormousx.com. Jump on those fuck your resolution specials because the Swole fam is making sick fucking gains in 2023. The following program is rated TV MANOC. It contains a big pair of nuts directly on your chin. It is intended only for mature audiences. Viewer discretion advised.
It's white cis men who are a part of the far right-winged ideology of fascism.
You have poor mental health.
I let my wife sleep with other men.
White shenanigans.
You don't need to virtue signal this hard.
Unvaccinated.
I'm a simp.
It's called a cuck.
Cis.
Soy bitch.
Oh!
Obesity is epidemic in the United States and a major cause of death.
What is fat activism?
I, a fat person, am sharing my own lived experience.
Pizza is a vegetable.
Your fat phobia is your problem.
It is not my place as a smaller-bodied white man to comment on it.
Radical body positivity.
What can men do against such reckless hate?
There's only one man who can help me.
This is for you new people. I only have one rule. Everyone fights, no one quits.
This day we fight!
Full normal.
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
Testing. Testing, testicles. Testicles. Welcome, everyone, to episode 24, Hundo, and Tainty Quattro of the Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular swolecast, beercast, broadcast, gamecast, mancast, pimpcast, sleazecast, and slaycast in the realm, because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. What's going on, beaches, booshes, busters, hustlers, neo hoes? It's your boy, Papa Swolio, back with another episode. Today's episode, the Beastcast, is brought to you, is powered, is sponsored by Everest and K2 Flexin' on all you be shit.
Fucking Catalina wine mixer.
It's the fucking Catalina wine mixer.
It's the fucking Catalina wine mixer.
Fam, welcome to the show. Welcome. Come one, cometh all. And pinch your nips for Papa and the fam. Let's get a golf clap for all those nipple pinchers out there. It's Wednesday, January the 4th. And fam, it's about to go fucking hard. It's about to go down. We got some awesome Swole fam posts. We got some awesome questions we are going to get into. And of course, we are going to go balls deep as always. Let's not waste a moment longer. Let's jump into today's Swole fan post. We got to bust the nut open and get the card exposed. And of course, all these amazing posts and the Fuck Your Resolution specials over there at swolenormousx.com. It is the new year. Are you still making bullshit excuses, or are you getting after it? It's time to fucking crush, smash, and absolutely go all the way. 7 pillars every fucking day. You could also download that in the links down below or swolenormousx.com. 7 pillars every fucking day. Ooh, that was not bad. Oh, that was nice.
Come on, man.
Oh, I had a lot of water, went on a nice long walk with the Tainty man, got some coffee. We are ready to fucking go, so let's do it. Here we go, fam. Let's bust this nut wide open. Let's take it away, Falcon. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's returned. The thyroid card hath returned.
I'm totally comfortable in my body. I just don't want to be in pain.
It hath cometh. It came. It hath cameth, and now it hath cometh yetteth againeth. It is the hashtag, but my thyroid. You don't want to make excuses for your thyroid. You might have issues with your thyroid, but you're not using that to be a victim, right? You're not blaming your thyroid because chances are your habits cause your thyroid issues. So let's change those lifestyle habits, get out from under that victim cloak, and go make some sick fucking gains, fam. Hashtag #ButMyThyroid for a chance to win today's Swole card. Let's spin on it and get that tip in there. Babe, just an inch. It's cold outside. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh, you got it, Dan. Stoked to have you here. Perfect timing for my 2-hour trek to work. Thank you, Papa. Hashtag #ButMyThyroid. My goodness, 2 hours. Trek. Are you actually trekking, or are you driving? Are you on a train? That's a long journey. Too bad I don't do 2 episodes a day. You'd have the return trip taken care of. All right. Let's see. Let's get into some Swole fam posts. Let's kick it off today with Brandy Wise.
What's in the box?
Brandy. Here we go. Hello, everyone. This is my first post ever. All right. And honestly, I am tired of being tired. I have been trying to lose weight for years now with dumb yo-yo dieting to only fail at the end. I am 34 years old and have been watching Swolenormous videos for about a year now, and I finally took the plunge to cut the bullshit. I'm going to start school, start taking my health seriously, and I know that this is the year for me. This isn't New Year's resolution crap, but I have this feeling that won't go away, and I am excited for it. All right.
I gave it a 10. A fucking 10.
I got this feeling deep down inside of me that I must go to the fucking gym and make some sick fucking gains. Good for you. Good for you, Brandy. Stoked to have you. Welcome, welcome. We got a post here from Brandon. It's a picture of a scale. It says 270 flat. Brandon writes, small win, 3.5 weeks of keeping close tabs on the macros, and I dropped just under 6 pounds, still getting plenty of carbs from fruit, so this shouldn't be water. Oh, I see what you're saying. Good. Excellent. I wouldn't worry so much about the macros. I would much more focus on eating nutrient-dense food and fill up on the protein and the fat. Protein first and the fat, and then fill in some fruit. Don't eat late at night, all those good things. So hopefully, Brandon, your food quality is the primary focus. Good for you. Love seeing some progress. We got one here from Chris from our discussion boards. In our What's Up Beaches section, Chris says, on a 4-year journey so far, built up a great tribe. Is this what do we have here? We got a little poem here. Is this Swole poetry? Is this like, I don't know, William Swolespear? On a 4-year journey so far, built up a great tribe. Trying to move forward, find my way back home. I've always put everybody first. Time for me. Now. Unload this bag of rocks I've been carrying. I'm just curious, Chris. The fuck kind of a post? Welcome to the fam, but Jesus Christ. There's like you don't have to hit return after every word, but I like it. A little slam poetry, a little swole poetry. Welcome to the fam. Welcome. Welcome to the fam. Strangely structured post. Maybe you did that from your phone. It was some weird autocorrect or something. But funny shit. I am here to troll you, so you're welcome. Joe looking like SBF in these fucking pictures. Not guilty. 22 in the pic on the left, 32 on the right. I can beat up younger traveling me. Feels good. Absolutely, dude. Dude, you're 10 years older. Yeah, it was like a haiku. 10 years older on the right. Man, you look better than you did on the left. You look younger than you did on the left. You do look like SBF a little bit. Only you don't look vegan. That's the difference. You don't look vegan. Do you think SBF would have scammed people out of billions of dollars if he wasn't a vegan cokehead? We'll leave that up. Discuss in the comments. Looking good, Joe. Keep it up, fam. Keep it up. And of course, our last amazing post. We do have a swole slut. I will warn you, this one's from Kylie. The amount of people that have been offended by this shirt, and she put is that an eye roll? An eye roll emoji. The amount of people that have been offended by this shirt. Are you serious? I'm going to give you a Matt Damon. That Matt Damon was for you to use at your convenience, Kylie. Not for Kylie herself, but for people that are offended by the Papa Swolio apparel. And if you're just listening, it's the Santa has diabetes shirt. Good. Let them be offended. If they're offended, it means they're a fat, lazy fuck. That's all it means. It means they probably have diabetes. It means it hits too close to home. It means you're right over target, Kylie. It means you're right over target. If you're offended by a t-shirt, if you're offended by words, there's a lot for you to unpack. You have a lot of work to do. You have a lot of work to do if you're offended by a fucking shirt. The Santa has diabetes shirt is a fact. That fat fuck absolutely has diabetes. I'm surprised he still has legs. Okay. So it's legit. It's legit. Thank you so much for sharing. The shirt looks absolutely amazing on you. Swole Sluts for the win.
Choose truth over facts.
Swole Sluts for the win. All right, let's get into some questions. Now, if you want to submit a question, you could drop it in the live chat below, hashtag AskPapaSwolio. And if you want to submit an audio question, go to askpapaswolio.com and call in. We would love to hear from you. Speaking of hearing from you, let's take a call. We got one coming in from Tehota. TJ, you're on the sleaze.
Have you been to the fucking gym?
You watch your fucking whorish mouth, TJ. And I went for a long walk today. That's not okay. I didn't do my training session yet. It's a beautiful day after the sleaze cast. I'm gonna smash some fucking steel. No mercy, man. I took my Tainty man on an extra long walk, and we had some people here over at the house doing some stuff. So, yeah, I am going to smash, but I got some brain gains in, walking my Tainty man. It was fucking glorious. A beautiful morning. But the question is, did you go to the fucking gym, TJ? You watch your fucking mouth. All right, Ethan Shaw, Papa Swolio. Let's see. Reminder, hashtag but my thyroid for a chance to win today's swole card. Don't make excuses for that fucking thyroid. What would you recommend between lifting with perfect form and lighter weight, or pushing yourself with heavier weight and sacrificing form a bit? I hear pluses and minuses for both. There is no plus for sacrificing form. If you're not strong enough to lift it with proper form, you're not strong enough to lift it. Now, it doesn't mean that you don't counterbalance. It doesn't mean you don't move a little bit. Like if you're doing super heavy curls, it doesn't mean that you're super strict and you don't move anything else. So it doesn't mean that you're a fucking robot, but you never sacrifice form. Proper form is proper form, and it's proper form for a reason. There might be multiple ways to do an exercise, but never sacrifice form. Never sacrifice form. Braulio 2. This is called Braulio 2. This might be a follow-up. I don't know what the first part was, but I recognize the name. I think it might have been from yesterday.
Another question. Do you drink protein shakes? Do you recommend drinking protein shakes?
Do I recommend? I don't necessarily recommend it. If people are going to go for protein, you should do this as part of your elimination diet. Most proteins have many proteins, I should say, have heavy metals. They have a lot of fillers and artificial sweeteners. I would make sure you're getting a grass-fed whey or beef protein isolate if you're going to do something like that. We have some grass-fed whey isolate and stuff here, but I just do kefir now. So I have some kefir in the morning. After a workout, I'll just have a few cups of kefir, which is tons of protein and fat, and it's raw milk. So I'm getting tons of benefits from that. So I don't really have any need to. I could blend extra protein in there, but I don't really need it. So do I recommend it? Only for certain individuals, but not at the expense of eating whole foods. You're not getting everything that a whole food will give you with just protein. It doesn't mean that's going to necessarily be bad for you, but a lot of people just opt for low quality, like optimum nutrition, just fucking, this gross shit. And that's why you have the poops. If you have the poops and you're shitting yourself and protein and your digestive system's all fucked up, that's not normal. So make sure that that's not the case. Let's see. N. Jassani 23. Do I know how to do muscle ups? I do. Have I done them in a while? I have not. But I've done many in my day. I can currently do 10 and my goal is 20 before the year's out. Cool. Good stuff. Nunu Ham. That's a cool fucking name. I would like to get the unlimited membership today. What equipment is needed? Would like to make purchases accordingly. Thank you, Papa. It depends on what you're trying to do. I mean, we have a lot of different programs. Some of them require more weights than others. We have a Swole Mastery program that doesn't require any weights. We have an entire yoga studio. So I would recommend getting a yoga mat And then if you're planning on training at home, you're going to need some dumbbells and probably some bands and maybe some kettlebells, depending on what program or what things you do, because we have a lot of Swollen 7 workouts, which we have an entire section where it's 7-minute workouts. We have band, we have dumbbell, we have kettlebell, we have sandbag, we have steel club, we have mace. We have a lot of things for various pieces of equipment. But if you're looking just to do like a fundamental program, Swole Mastery is body weight, and the 90-day dash, I would recommend a pair of adjustable dumbbells, whether it's Bowflex or Power Blocks. I have Power Blocks. I love them. A bench, an adjustable bench is great. And these are things and by the way, when you join, you get access to the Swole Fam community. So you can ask questions and refine, because you can kick back and forth. There's a lot of different options for some of these different pieces of equipment. So it really comes down to your budget and what kind of space you have. Or if you're going to a gym, then a lot of these options like might not be necessary. So if you're going to train and lift weights in a gym, you can opt for you don't need to buy a lot of equipment at home. So it really depends on where you're looking to train and what your experience is and what you're looking to do. So 90-day dash would be more like adjustable dumbbells, bench, some bands are fantastic for a bunch of the exercise. And plus you have a lot of options with bands, especially bands that you can hook on attachments to a door. So you can get like a high pull, a low pull. You could adjust where the access is coming from, or you have a stairwell or something or a pole, you can wrap it around. So if you have any more specific questions, feel free to pop back in. Thank you, Michelle. Appreciate the love. All right, let's see here. Let's get into another question. We have one from, let's see, Aaron. Papa Swolio, how do you feel about napping? And do you think they have a place in a healthy lifestyle? How do I feel about it? Well, I think it depends on the context. It doesn't replace getting quality, consistent sleep. But if you feel like you need a nap, sometimes there's a nap and there's sleep. So if you feel like you need to lay down for like 4 hours, that's sleep. You're sleep deprived. There's something else going on, or you have a major nutrient deficiency or something like that. Or you have something else that you might want to get looked into. But you might like laying down, putting your feet up for maybe 15, 20 minutes for a little recharge. There's nothing wrong with that. That's totally fine. I don't do it per se. I get great sleep at night. So I think it depends on your lifestyle and why you're using a nap. Sometimes people just feel like they want to have a mid-morning, close your eyes and just kind of, it's like a resting meditation. You close your eyes and just kind of meditate a little bit. You kind of nod off a little bit, but you set a timer for maybe 15, 20 minutes. So you're not really getting into deep sleep, but you're getting a little recovery. Laying down, putting your feet up is a great way to get more blood flow to your head and can help you knock out for a few minutes. It doesn't replace consistent sleep at night though. So if you're getting 5 hours of sleep and then you're taking a nap for 2 or 3 hours, I don't think there's evidence that that's beneficial. But at the same time, everyone's different. Some people like to live their life like that. They're up all night, or they do little small, it's up to you, but it's pretty clear as humans, we sleep at night, we're awake during the day. So Aaron, are you asking for yourself or just a general question? Do you nap already? What's your sleep quality like? Are you having trouble with sleep? Is that why you're tired during the day? Also during the day, if you're getting exhausted, it could be when you're drinking caffeine, how much you're drinking. It could be your nutrition. There could be other reasons why you're feeling sluggish. So you might actually need a nap. You might need proper nutrition, or you're drinking your caffeine too early in the morning, whatever it is. Tyler, Papa Swolio, what do you have to say on the whole vaccine needed for traveling across the border? Is that still true? I had a friend telling me it's required. I'm very skeptical on it. What do you mean traveling across the border? Like from Mexico? Or you mean people coming into the country requiring a vaccine? Considering the vaccines don't really work, you know, especially for preventing spread and what vaccines are supposed to do, because it's not a vaccine, it's gene therapy. It doesn't fucking matter. My point is, why are you putting yourself at unnecessary risk rather than just taking care of your health? I just don't think things should be mandated. If someone wants to take something, it's really their life. If someone wants to do something, then that's up to them. But to force people to do so, or to guilt people, or to, especially when it's unfounded, there's huge problems, as we've seen. Yeah, let's see. I mean, I don't think people should be fucking coming in illegally anyway. You don't leave your door wide open at night. You shouldn't leave the fucking country open. It's fucking ridiculous. But we don't have open borders. You need to watch the news. And when I say watch the news, not mainstream, you need to pay attention to what's actually happening. Okay? We don't have open borders. Right. We don't have open borders. Well, I think people in Texas would disagree with that. All right. Let's see. Aaron, just asking in general, on my days off from work, often find myself wanting a nap. And like you said, if it's longer than 15 minutes, it just makes me feel like shit. Your days off from work, well, that might mean that you're sleep deprived during when you are working. What time are you normally going to sleep? Are you going to sleep at the same time and waking up at the same time every day? What else is going on? All right, let's get into good question from Braulio. Let's take another call. This one's from Isaac. Isaac. It's going to be a fancy question, I can tell.
Yo, Papa Swolio, what are your thoughts on dietary supplements as far as energy drinks and pre-workout, all of that stuff? I've basically kind of just given up most of the hazardous, like the C4 pre-workouts and everything like that. But as far as like, you know, Celsius, you know, things that mess with your glucose levels, you know, there's some indicators that some energy drinks also mess with your kidney levels. Like, what are your thoughts as far as, you know, just seeking natural energy that's good for the body and, you know, good for the gains? Like your input on that.
All right, Isaac, love the question. And wanting energy, funny, we're just talking about sleep. That's how you get energy. You sleep better. You wake up with the sun. You go to sleep when the sun goes down, or you start to wind down. You have a good evening routine, the quality of your sleep, having more peace of mind, reading more, being not staring at screens all the time, exercising every day. That way it'll reset your circadian rhythm. It'll help you sleep more effectively. Do not take any of those things. I used to. I just drink some coffee, and I don't drink coffee immediately when I wake up. Been up since like 7 or so, and just started having coffee maybe like at 10 o'clock. So I'm just having a little bit of coffee, you know, sipping on a little bit, and then I'll train right after. It's going to be, I'm not going to be drinking past like 12 o'clock, and I'm going to sleep like a baby tonight. So most of those stimulants and things you don't need. You're absolutely right. Your instincts are correct. They fuck up your organs for sure. They are definitely damaging. And if you default to things that if you default to foods and habits in terms of nutrition that go back, that are less recent, like go back over like, you know, 100, 200 years, do those things. Stay away from the more modern, recent conglomerations of artificial sweeteners, artificial food colorings. The food colorings are garbage. They're absolutely terrible. Just like, everyone wants to justify it or pretend like, well, there's no triple blind study that proves long-term. Do you need long-term fucking studies for all these individual things? Look at the population. Like 80% are morbidly fucking obese or overweight, dying, heart disease, diabetes. There's your long-term fucking study. You cannot isolate. The reason why people justify eating these garbage fucking things, and it has nothing to do with you, Isaac. You just triggered a nice little juicy rant. So the Swole fam thanks you. But the reason why people justify this, all the science hounds online, all the science nutritionists, that if there's no study, then they poo-poo anything that doesn't have a triple fucking blind study. This shit's garbage. Our population is absolutely disgustingly unhealthy because we're eating all these things. The reason is you cannot have these tests. You cannot study, what happens when someone consumes red 40, and you can't isolate these things in a test. It's impossible because you can't do it in the context of all the other variables. So because there's no study proving that this is actually bad, then what do you say? Well, there's nothing that shows that. Okay, cool. Absence of evidence is not evidence of absence. So just because you don't have oh my God, all this paperwork that proves undeniably, plus there's a shitload of incentive for these things to not be found detrimental because they're cheap and they make big food and big pharma billions of dollars. Don't eat shit. Don't eat fake synthetic shit. It's really not that complicated. But everyone loves their shit. I used to eat tons of it. Sour Patch Kids. Talk about some of the worst shit you could possibly put in your fucking mouth. Awful shit. But haven't and won't. Last call here from is Kayla. One more call. Kayla, you're live.
Hello.
Hello.
I just was curious what you eat in a day. Let me know.
Okay, so we talk about this literally all the time. What I eat in a day, I drink raw kefir that I make at home. I'll have fruit. Might have some bananas, some pineapple, various types of fruit. Steak, ribeye, ground beef, maybe some pastured eggs, cook in tallow. Have raw butter. When we eat our steaks, we cook steaks in tallow and with Celtic sea salt, and avocado. Love avocado. And that's pretty much it. Those are things that I eat. So I eat beef. I'll have some eggs now and again. Beef, raw milk, eggs, fruit, honey, some dates sometimes, depending on the time of day and my training for the day. Some coffee, put some raw cream in there. There you go. Doesn't sound fancy, but man, is it fucking delicious, and is it ever satisfying? So I have no need or want for other things. I truly don't. So I don't restrict my eating. I eat with abundance, and I eat as much as I want of these foods, and they're so satisfying. I have no desire. I just actually get full. Shocker. Good question. And feel free to call back in and follow up or jump in on the Daily Swole. Okay, we'll take maybe one or two more questions if we have any. If we have any live, trying to always opt for calls or live questions. And if you have not yet done so and you want to call in, be featured on the show, go to askpapasolio.com and submit a question. You can call in multiple times if you listen to the answer of the podcast. Like, what was his name? I forgot the guy's name. Rowland or whatever. If you want to call in and follow up with a question, feel free to call back in. Totally cool. So askpapasolio.com and feel free to do so. You can call back in as many times as you want, as long as you're asking questions and not just saying stupid shit. I mean, telling me to go to the fucking gym. All right. It's good advice. I take my own advice. I preach what I practice, Beaches. All right, let's take a question from Instagram if we don't have any popping in live. Janyun090295. What kind of female body shape do you prefer? Are you submitting an application? Because I'd be very careful because Mama Swole will kick the fucking shit out of anyone. She scares me. What kind of female body shape do you prefer? You have to have an ass. I don't care what's on top. If you don't have an ass, that's criminal. That's just it's gross. A female with breasts and a flat butt. I can just, it gives you that you gotta have a booty. K Natty Night. Why do you recommend white rice and sweet potatoes over brown rice? Anymore, I really don't recommend those either. I think you need to use those sparingly. Brown rice is notoriously challenging to digest, higher levels of arsenic. It's just very, very hard for the body to break down. White rice is much better absorbed. You should do so only in smaller quantities anyway. So I haven't had white rice or sweet potatoes in months, and I don't miss them at all. I prefer fruit, and I've just naturally navigated towards those things. But brown rice is very hard. One, it tastes like shit. There's not that white rice has flavor in itself, but brown rice is it's like chewing sand. It's gross in itself. So white rice is just definitely a better choice. Of course, if you put some Celtic sea salt and some grass-fed butter all over it, and then it's edible. Same thing with the sweet potatoes. But I personally haven't had either of them. But I would recommend people do an elimination diet and then, play around with. If I were to have carbs, if I were to bring back any of those starches, I would opt for sweet potatoes over white rice. I just haven't had any desire. Rice rice is definitely bloating. If you don't have rice for a while, then you bring it back in, it sits very heavy. Very heavy. Loretta, how is Mama? Is her voice back? Yes. Yeah, unfortunately. I know. We had a good run of it. It was nice. It was peaceful. It was quiet. Oh my God. It was a taste of heaven. But her voice is back. But at the same time, she's not home right now, so let's fucking go. Huh? She's back to work. Fuck out of the house. It's a joke. No, she's much better. Much better. Yeah, she couldn't talk for a day or two. It was fucking crazy out of nowhere. It's crazy. It's crazy. She couldn't talk when we're on the accountability meeting on Monday, and I was like, "Oh, it's great." She's quiet. She's over there. She's like, She couldn't speak. She couldn't speak. Jessica Papaswolio, do you know if there's a way to tell if you are working with a fascial adhesion versus just a muscle knot when foam rolling? What's the difference? Every single muscle fiber, a myofibril and the little bundles of muscle fibers, there's layers of fascial connective tissue. So the knots are really your muscle fibers getting kind of jammed up from their contractions, and they get stuck on fascial connective tissue. There's multiple layers. The fascial system is throughout the entire body. So you have individual muscle fibers with little fascial coverings, and you have groups of those with more coverings, and then you have groups of those bundles with more coverings. So it's like layers and layers. That's why when you move your arm, you go in different positions, and your bicep doesn't get caught behind your head. Everything's compartmentalized and organized. Let's see. Will, I've already cut back on starch and carbs in total. I'm considering switching to doing resistance starch, white rice for leg days. Yeah, or sweet potatoes. Yeah, you might want to try around with that. I mean, there's nothing wrong with on certain heavier days, if you want to do it like that, you eat more. I mean, there's nothing holding me back from eating sweet potatoes. It's just, I don't feel like having them. I'm look at them I don't feel like eating any right now. I might have one this week. I mean, we're talking about it all the time. I might just have a little bit of one. It's not going to hurt me. It's not going to be oh my God, I have a sweet potato. Maybe I'll feel great and get back into it for a little bit. I just haven't had I haven't felt because I eat very instinctively, but that's because I've been doing this for a long time, and I eat, and my hunger mechanisms are really accurate. So I just haven't had that impulse ooh, I want that. Ooh, that looks good. My body just doesn't, I don't have that feeling of, ooh, I need to eat that. So I haven't. And I'm kind of just navigating. I'm always experimenting. This is always a test. It's always seeing how I feel. Hey, I haven't had that in a while. I don't really feel like having it. So I'm going to keep on not having it. And then eventually I'll have a sweet potato again. It's not like the rest of my life I'll never have one. I'll probably have one, and then maybe I'll like it a lot. And I'll be wow, I feel really good. And then maybe I'll have it more regularly. And then I'll be I don't really like this anymore. So maybe I shouldn't have it regularly. Just play around with it. But if anything, you want to make better choices when you do. I just don't think people need to eat much of it. I hope it wasn't the Wu flu. Ha! Well, she tested for it positive. Everyone tests positive for it. So that's not really like the PCR tests are like the worst. It's like the worst possible way to talk about fear mongering. That was a great way to make like many more people think that it was a bigger deal. I don't want to get into that whole thing, but that's pretty much a sham. It's just nonsensical when it comes to accurate levels of what would cause issues. Anyway, she tested for that, but she did lose her sense of smell. So it was kind of, she had it, or what people were saying was it. A lot of people lost their sense of smell, but she lost it for like 2 days in 2020. For like 2 or 3 days, I think. And we were in the same apartment, sleeping in the same bed. I kept on training and eating liver and getting sun. Like, fine. She had all this like crazy shit, and she's like sniffling her whole side of her head, and I'm laying there. I'm just fucking walking around like, what up? I don't know. I'm very resilient to things, but I take care of myself. But I've also, on top of that, I've always been rarely ever even when I wasn't taking as good care of myself, I've always been very resilient. Or if I did get sick, it would be really bad for like 24 hours and I'd be fine. It was like it's like a lot really quick. But I have jasmine rice sometimes. Is that worse than white? Jasmine's a type of white rice. I think that's what we have is jasmine or basmati. I think we have jasmine rice. Intuitive eating. No. See, people that eat garbage, that have food addictions, that are morbidly obese should not be intuitive eating. Let's clarify that. No liver shits. Let's see. Lady Hawk, I stopped being vegan last year. Round of applause. Welcome back to society. Congratulations on your body getting nutrients. I stopped being vegan last year and want to start eating more meat this year. Okay, I was going to say, well, how'd you stop and then you want to still start? I feel okay with seafood, good. But I recently added chicken and it screwed my gut up. Well, most chicken is low quality. It's very hard to find quality chicken. It's almost like an oxymoron. Any tips for new meat eaters? Grass-fed, grass-finished beef, chicken that's corn and soy-free, small amounts, and work it up slowly. Don't forget your gut biome. Like things might be, they're not used to digesting those sorts of materials. So, anytime you're changing your nutrition, even if this is definitely for the best, and it's a better choice for you, Lady Hawk, but it doesn't mean that your body is ready to go digesting right away. So for example, raw kefir is great for most people. When I first started having it, you might have like some diarrhea, or you might have a little bit of like indigestion because you're adding probiotics and you're adding this different, content into your body. So you want to do it slowly. And if you do it too much, it's a drastic shift. So just do it slowly, small amounts. Yeah, but chicken is, still grass-fed, grass-finished beef. I haven't had chicken in a long time. Weak bird, in my opinion. Weak bird. Get yourself some beef. And what you might want to do is just maybe start with, like, if it's grass-fed beef, maybe start with cuts that aren't super fatty. That might be a little bit easier on your digestive system, because veganism is usually hardcore carbohydrates. So eating more things, and like, I don't know how you cooked it too and how you prepared it, but all of a sudden going from like maybe not having a lot of fat to like having grass-fed beef, like a fatty cut cooked in beef tallow with butter all over it. That kind of fats and that kind of shift might just give you the poopies, the goopy poopies for a couple days. Yeah, just take it slow. I mean, just don't forget, what you think is slow isn't necessarily, your body adapts slowly. Your mind might be like, cool, I'm going to eat this. Your bacteria in your gut, it might take weeks. How long were you a vegan? Could take weeks or a couple months for you to really get into the habit of eating more. So the best thing to do is to eat small amounts and then go from there. Start with like 2 ounces and then see how you feel. And understand that you might still feel a little bit like it's still different food, but it's definitely something that you're more likely to thrive on for sure. James, what does Florida have for game one could hunt down there when I move? Google's your friend, James. Pythons, gator. I think there's like deer and stuff like that in like Central Florida and stuff. I don't know what kind, but Gougelet. Gougelet is your friend. It was roasted chicken, very lean. Chicken. Vegan for almost 10 years. Congratulations. Congratulations on the wake up. Let me ask you, Lady Hawk. Wild boars? Yeah, they might. I don't know. I see iguanas. That's all I see here. So, yeah, iguana. You can hunt those things. That's for fucking sure. Take them all. Lady, why vegan for almost 10 years? Why and why are you coming off of it? It's a good thing that you're coming out of it, but maybe like there could be some advice for other people that maybe are hesitant or thinking like, why were you a vegan and why are you coming out of it? All right, let's get into some balls deep content while Lady is commenting. So let's go deep. There we go. Let's go.
That's deep.
America. Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Let's get a little Tainty reprieve. Let's get a little Tainty, man. The Tainty cam. Aww. Oh my goodness. Oh, Tainty man. Hello, Tainty man. Oh, Rufus. Oh, Tainty boy. He will just not even respond. Like, oh, Tainty man. Hello, Tainty man. Doesn't even react. But then when I'm done with the show, like dogs will pick up on small little sequences. Like when you're training your dog, you can't have any fucking like cues that allow them to like anticipate things. Cause I'll raise the desk, not even anything. But then once I'm done editing and uploading, I'll do like one of my lights will be like a click and he's up. Just one fucking click. But I'll do everything done with the show. But then there was like one specific, like he knows, okay, when that sound happens, then we're leaving the room. Glunk, he'll be up. Oh, Tainty boy, I love you, Tainty man. Look at me, my Tainty boy. He's just right there. Rufus. And even Church. Oh, Churchley. Hello, Churchy. Oh, Pinkston Churchill. Oh, you kind of woke up because you're right next to me. Oh, look at the cutie. Okay. Oh, look at the cutie. Look at the cutes. Oh, this is all right. This is good. This is good. We're all a fan. Oh, look at her. And she got groomed the other day. She got groomed, so she has a little bow. She had a little bow because when they were done cleaning her, they give her a little bow. Yeah. You give her a little bow because you're so cute. Oh, all right. Gratuitous. I'm just going to put my hand here because it's warm. Just keep my hand warm. Thanks. Thanks, Churchley. Thank you, Church. You're such a good girl. Okay, go back to sleepies. All right, so she woke up. She's like, I was sleeping, dude. I was sleeping, bro. I'm gonna give her a little. That's why I like her right here, because I just reach over here and give her pets. I know. All right, you give me your little. It's like suede down here. It's like suede. It's like so like sticky and soft and warm. Her little nipple area. Her little cow spots. You're such a good girl. You're so warm. You're so warm. Okay. Cute little bow. She got groomed. Rufus got groomed. And they took Papasolio, and after she came out, they had like a little... She put a little bow, like a little flower, like sticker, one of those little like sequin things, like right between her eyes, like the Indian like red dot. It was like, dink. It was like, okay. She fucking scratched that shit off right away. Let's see. Nick, who was more behaved during grooming, Tainty Boy or Church? I wasn't there because we had done it before, but then this time it's like I wanted to do it. It's like, oh, I should do it. I groom my dog, and I gave him like, a few baths and stuff like that. But he's so big, it's just like a 2-person job. So then I would do it. I would wash him, and then Mama, she would giving him like little treats, and it was a lot. So now it's like, fuck, let's just bring someone. So we called up one of those places. They pull up in a van. They take the dogs and they go in the van. They wash it, and then it was great. They just came to the house, did it in their van. It was great. It was great. Just to because we need like them all grooming, ear cleaning, and the nails and all that stuff. I mean, it's fine. It was fine doing it a few times, but it was kind of like, it got to the point where it's like, all right, like I'm done. I did it. I've done the bath thing, and it's just, he's so big. It's just, it's not, I'm over it. So it was nice having them come, and a white panel van. Yeah, literally grooming. Yeah, that's right. That's right. And then Tainty Man came out, and he had like a little blue bib, and I'm like, where's my boy? They did groom him. They groomed him. They're showing him pictures of boy dogs humping and stuff. It's awful. All right. Get it? Groomers? Get it? Get it?
Boys have a penis. Girls have vagina.
All right. Lady Hawk, I initially went vegan for my health. Started when my mom was dying of heart disease. Ooh, but it was no longer serving my health, so I had to change it up. It's a diet, not an ideology to me. Can we get a round of applause for Lady Hawk? Can we really get like a... it's so nice to hear it. Look, we tease. And the reason why, I'll tell you, the reason why I tease, I'm serious about the vegan stuff. I think it's really detrimental to people's health. But I tease harder because I think we can all agree the majority of people that are vegan are not really vegan for their health. They're vegan for the ideology. Maybe they say it's for their health, but they're really doing it for other reasons, for the environment, or because they love dogs, or whatever the fuck it is. So if you're an ideological vegan, it's like, oh, I'll troll you till the cows come home. Get it? Get it? But it's just so refreshing to hear. Look, and if you're a vegan, and we have vegan members of the Swole fam, it's like, you want to do it, you can take, but we have vegans. If you're a part of the Swole fam, if you're a vegan, you have a sense of humor, and you're doing it for your own reasons. You don't take it personally. All right. You can take a chiding. You can't be a part of the Swole fam and not be able to take a joke. I think we've made that. Have I made that like sufficiently impossible? I think so. I've worked very hard to make sure that anyone that joins the Swole fam like has a great sense of humor. So I think we've been like over the moon successful with that. So it's very, very nice to hear someone like Leia's like, hey, I did it for my health, but it's no longer serving my health, so I'm changing it. This shouldn't be like a shocker. It shouldn't be like, wow, Lady Hawk determined that it wasn't working, so now she's mixing it up. Oh my God. Oh my God. Wow. You're changing your mind, Lady Hawk? Ooh. Good for you. And that's even more important. Like, in other words, navigate to see what works best for you. What I don't like is people that are just militant. It's vegan no matter what. And they're trying to force a square peg into a round hole. It's like, yo, it's not working. A lot of people that are vegan, they just look, their eyes are sunken in. You can tell just by looking at them. You can see it in their fucking face.
Never lie.
You can just see their eyes sunken in. They got the vegan eyes glossed over like a teddy bear. Ooh, they don't know where the fuck they are. Maddie, I was vegan because I lived in SoCal and it was trendy. Now I eat meat. Oh, yeah, you do. Yeah.
He's heating up.
Yeah, you fucking do. Get that meat. Swole sluts in the house. Good for you. Elizabeth T, I have a cousin that's vegan for the ideology and he's in terrible health. It's too bad, right? Jessica, I survive here with a septum piercing. Indeed. Indeed. We salute you.
Emotional, damn it.
I survive here with the septum piercing. Well, we know you're insane, and then you go for the septum piercing. It's not like you put the septum piercing in like, oh my God, you know. You were pre-insanity. Like you did it for other reasons. And some people can pull off a septum piercing. Most people can't. Most people can't. They just have it. It's like, look at my face. It's like, I don't want to look at my face. I don't want to look at your face, man. Like, why are you drawing more attraction to your face? It's, God, don't like it.
God damn it, I don't know what it is about your face.
Don't like it.
But I want to deliver one of these right in your suck hole.
Is there anything I can do to work on that?
No, not really. It's your face.
All right, Stone Fit. What's up, Swole fam? Just got here. I went vegan for a month and felt like shit. There you have it. I've told that story about me going vegan / veg. I forget if it was vegetarian or vegan. I'm pretty sure it was like, I'm pretty sure at least for a couple months, it was like straight vegan. And after like a few months, it was just, it was bad. It got bad really quick. And I sensed it right away. I'm like, this is not good. I was craving meat. Like I always say it was in my DNA because I can't explain it. I was craving meat and it was like in my spine. It wasn't even in my stomach. It was like, I don't know. It was like literally my spinal column. My vertebrae wanted, maybe they did. They were like, we need nutrition, bro, or we're going to start fracturing. My body wanted steak, like in my bones. I just felt it in my bones, which is probably legit. It's probably like legit malnutrition. But of course, during that period of being a vegan, I learned about the quality of what I was eating. So case in like the chicken and the shit that I was eating was garbage quality meat. But in that period of learning about all the dangers and all the bad parts about meat, what I really learned was, there's a lot of most of the meat out there is garbage. So what I learned was about, organic and pesticides and glyphosate and atrazine and all this stuff. But then when I started craving meat, I had already learned about all the bad meat. So guess what? I went back, and when I started eating meat again, when I was craving it, it was grass-fed beef. It was, all that stuff. Never had a problem. I had bad acid reflux. It was so bad. Never had it since. I eat meat all the fucking time. No acid reflux. It's an amazing story. I like talking about it because it's just, I experienced it. Phytophrenic. Good name. I was vegan before, woke up from my nightmare and ate a steak. Isabel Pineda, I got my septum pierced a few months ago. Ooh. Will never went vegan / vegetarian, but I went keto for 18 months. Never had worse gym sessions. Me too, bro. When I was doing legit keto, I would go into like a squat, like stretching, stand up, and I would be like dizzy. It did not work with me. Mandy, I was vegetarian and ended up with low iron, but all the kale, Mandy. But all the kale and the spinach, how'd you have low, how'd you possibly have low iron? But all the leafy greens. Mandy, Oreos are vegan, y'all, right? Will, now that eggs are a rich man's food, what can those of us on an average budgets replace them with? Oh, you mean because they're... Oh, I see what you're saying. I mean, eggs are fantastic. I would... Nancy says all you need to know is that Hitler was a vegan. Yeah, eggs are some of the most one of the most, if not the most biologically available foods, meaning it's the best to absorb in the human body. I wouldn't say there's a replacement for eggs, but you might want to look into buying in bulk. Might be a better option, or focusing more on grass-fed beef and, having some eggs. Because look, if there's certain types of foods because of price that you can't get as frequently, I would still expose your body to them. I would still get like maybe a dozen. Maybe you're not having 8 eggs a day though. You'll get a lot more satisfaction from eating grass-fed beef anyway. So I would recommend, if you're sometimes like pastured eggs, seriously, if you're going to some of these stores, pastured eggs might be like $10 a dozen. You can fucking expensive shit, but you might get $6 or $7 a pound for grass-fed ground beef. So just saying, like, I would say, I would definitely get some eggs into your life, but you might just not be like, that might just not be the foundation of what you're eating. Yeah. Wild, sustainably raised, BPA free cans and stuff like that for the sardines. Oh my God, let's fucking go. Not bad.
I give it a
not bad.
A 10.
Not bad.
A 10. A fucking 10.
Ooh-wee.
You switch the samples.
Yeah, I pay premium for the pasture. We usually order ours online. It's fucking expensive, bro. But we look, and I always tell people, it's a trade-off. I wouldn't say it's a sacrifice. There are certain things like buying books is an investment. It's not an expense, it's an investment. Buying quality food, it's not an expense, it's an investment. Yes, I know technically on the sheet, yeah, it's money going out, but psychologically it's an investment. So people don't buy like better quality food because like, oh, it's too expensive. If you had the best investment possible in the world, like you knew this investment was like and there's no better investment than yourself, than your knowledge or your physical health. There's no better investment. So why are people, and I'm not saying, I'm just saying that psychologically people think of buying food as, oh, I can't afford that, or I can't spend my money on that. That's the best use of your money. That's an investment. It's not an expense. You're not spending, you're investing. Doesn't mean it doesn't cost money, but it's a mind shift. It's like, it's not the same type. It's not you're buying a fucking watch that you don't fucking need. That's a waste of goddamn money. The watches are good investments. Oh, shut the fuck up. Jesus Christ. Stupid watch bullshit. Okay. Where were we? I was going to say something. Make other budget cut. There's something that someone said. It was a comment that I wanted to go deeper on. We are on the balls deep section. I want to go a little bit deeper, if I can, if I may. And also, like, if you need to, and look, and all I'm saying is we all have X amount of a budget of money to spend. Spend less on other things. The quickest way to have more money is to spend less. And I think a lot of people, and this is not about Will, this is not about any like one in particular, just factually. If you make $100 and you're spending $80 a week, then you only have $20. If you spend $60, you now have $40. And one of the most important things to do is when you're, analyzing your budget or what you're spending money on is to really meticulously track every fucking expense. There are so many just like how people mindlessly eat, people mindlessly spend, or like $4.99, $6.99. Go through your bank statements and see what automatic payments that you've just never got around to canceling. I mean, think about it. If you have let's say $7.99, that's once a month. Oh, that's only $8. I'll just forget it. That's a pound of grass-fed beef. Might last you a few days. It's like you're making more money by spending less. You're making more, and you have more money to invest in actual assets like your health, like your body. Yeah, it's depreciate. I mean, there's nothing more valuable. You can't do shit without your fucking health. It's the number one thing. Oh, you're going to die someday, Papa Swole. You're going to die. No fucking shit. Everyone's going to die. Some people are going to die a real short, miserable fucking death or live their last 40 years tied to a goddamn oxygen tank. It's like, for fuck's sake. That's not an argument. It's ridiculous. And I would love, we're allowed, I can legally get chickens here. I just don't. That's definitely a commitment. That's a commitment, and having the space and getting the hutch. We need to put up our fence first. We want to get a pool, and there's those are like luxuries, of course. We want to get like a nice above ground, like out there, but I would love to have some chickens. The thing is, I know I would go from like, oh, get a small chicken. It wouldn't work for me. I don't know. Cause it wouldn't be like, oh, I'll just get like 12 chickens. I would have like 50 fucking chickens like in a month. I ramp up real fast with shit, but I would love to get some chickens. Just fresh fucking eggs. People buy stupid shit. Yep. And this is why when I spend money, yeah, I mean, I have a deep freezer full of beef and we have raw dairy, and it's expensive because you order it, we get in glass. It's fucking expensive from outside standpoint, but people spend money. I am not driving a brand new M3. Like, I'm not driving a brand new fucking BMW. I don't have a car payment. I don't need the latest fucking Gucci belt. I don't need the latest of anything. I get some equipment, weightlifting stuff, because I like that. That's an investment. Fitness equipment is an investment. I use it all. And I don't have to, I buy it and I have it forever. So it's like the mindset of like what you invest in and what you spend. So I could fucking drive a fancy fucking car. Why? It'll sit in my driveway. I don't fucking drive many places. It's a stupid waste of why. Why? So other people can see me have a nice car? It's like, I don't care what other people think of my fucking car. It rolls me where I need to go on occasion when I need to go there. I don't give a shit. So it's like, I don't care. If anything, it would be Mama Swole because she drives more than me. So I'd want her to have the nicest, like, I don't need it. I don't need it. My ego, I do not need a fancy. I like the opposite. I like having something unassuming. If I bump into something or it scratches it, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a shit. You know how satisfying it is to not give a fuck? Especially with a car. It's like, let's say I bump into like zero fucks. It's great. You know, we went to a play a few weeks ago, and it was like in this, we had to park in this parking garage. Wow, couldn't think of that one. Jesus Christ, I'm getting old. Parking garage, and there was a spot. So a lot of you know, if you're going to like a sports game or any kind of concert, you know, you have like you're going in, there's a line going in and people are kind of rolling in. No one's leaving. So it takes forever because everyone's in one line and people are walking to the venue. So it's like, it's a hot fucking mess in most places. And there was one spot that everyone was skipping because both of the cars were kind of close to the line. And I saw them like, is that a fucking spot? Why is no one going in there? And I pulled the fuck right in. I backed that shit in. I pulled forward. I put my blinker on, backed the fuck in. We got out, kind of had like, you know, touch the other person's. And I pulled in. I'm like, people give a fuck about their cars. I don't. I was like, boom, just fucking backed right in. Done. It was like right at the beginning. Just people were too afraid to pull in because of your cars. Oh, with your cars. It was great. It was great. I was laughing my ass off. Doesn't mean you can't have a nice car. It's always nice to have one that like you've paid off a long time ago. That's like a beater you don't give a shit about. Andrew just started watching your channel about a month ago, and in that time have started doing some yoga like you suggested. It's helped my mental health skyrocket as well as my lifts going up. Thank you, dude. That is amazing. Super awesome. I love it. Thank you for commenting that. I wish more people would comment that shit. I love sharing those posts because I hope more and more people get into yoga. Gina, when people try to tell me that healthy food is expensive, but they go out for drinks 2 or 3 times per week. I live in New York City. Oh, a drink in New York City is what, $20? Easily. If you get like a vodka or something like a hard liquor, a beer's got to be $10, $12 easy, right? At least plus a fucking couple dollars for a tip for someone handing you a goddamn bottle. Alcohol is the biggest waste of money. Absolutely. What a scam. What a fucking scam. Jessica, why back in though?
Matt Damon.
Shut up, bitch!
Jessica, I love you. I've been waiting to use that soundboard all day, but for fuck's sake, why back in? So I can pull out at my convenience. Oh!
He's heating up!
Because stickers?
So I can just leave. No. Back the fuck in. Back the fuck into space. Don't be a chode. Back the fuck in. Don't be a lazy boosh. Look, especially if you're in a crowded space or you're in a venue, the worst thing is to like wait for a space to back up. You're trying to do like a back out and a leave. It's a pain in the ass. When I get in the car, I could turn on and fucking drive away. If I need to escape, I don't have to back up and like, oh, check my surroundings. I can just fucking go. Why back in though? I'm about to lose my fucking shit. Why back in? Let's move on before I get pissed off. Thank you for the soundboard opportunity. The timing was on point. All right. Jesus Christ. Holy shit. Oh my God. Yeah, we're definitely not making it if you're alive. This one, let's start with this one because it's short. It's definitely wide, but let's see. This one is called, is that a man? He looks like he might have he definitely has a lot of soy. I don't know if he likes penis or not. The chances are high, but this one says the year we stay fat. You ready? The year we stay fat.
What's in the box?
I mean, like, whatever. Let's see what this guy's, or it, whatever.
People be making some weird resolutions this time of year.
Is that his voice? Is that the voice?
Their bodies. I thought I'd just put this out there.
Is that the voice or is that a lip syncing? Holy fuck. I'm going to do that again. Hold on a second.
Dodson, we've got Dodson here.
I wasn't ready. Did anyone, Jabuja?
People be making some weird resolutions this time of year about their bodies. I thought I'd just put this out there. Let's make this year the year we stay fat. Let's make this year the year we stop dieting, because it's not doing you any good. Let's make this year the year we stop changing our angles in our camera so our double chin doesn't show up. Let's make this year about fat liberation.
Shut up, bitch!
Are there any women here today?
All right. That's a lot to unpack, man. That's a lot to unpack. All right. Just give up already. Just let this be the year we give up. Let me just get diabetes now. Let me just fast track it. Why live to 60? Fuck 60. Come on. I'm 25. I'm done. You know, I need to bow out before climate change and all that. Before climate change. Yeah. Because climate change. I can't say global warming because that's not true. Can't say global cooling because that's not true. But things are changing. Oh, scary changing. Yeah. How are they changing? Oh, we don't know. We're just assuming. I don't know. Things are going to change slightly by 2100. Oh, shit. The urgency. Oh my God. The fear. Sea level's going to rise an inch in 80 fucking years. How are we going to adapt? Enjoy your vaccines. Let's do another one. Pick a number, one or two. I don't think I can do number 3. It looks too long. And you know what? 1, 2, or 3. 1, 2, or 3. 1, 2, or 3. 1, 2, or 3. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. 1, 2, or 3.
Loud noises!
Oh my God, that was nice.
A newt.
Stonefit wants to go with the one that I was avoiding. This one's called Puberty Blockers. It's called Puberty Blockers. It's called Puberty Blockers.
Look at her. She looks like she's 19 years old, sitting there with her, like a little lady with her legs crossed.
Okay.
Not allowing a child to use puberty blockers is simply just transphobic. It just is what it is.
Is that the actor from Hot Tub Time Machine? Someone IMDb that shit.
There's no real reason not to. Puberty blockers just allows a child to kind of freeze, allows their look to freeze, to stay in place. It gives them more time, essentially, to decide whether they want to go further with any medical transition.
Because kids know what the fuck is going on in their bodies and their lives. I don't think kids can make that kind of decision.
At any point while using puberty blockers, a child can stop.
We choose truth over facts.
No, you can't stop. No, you can't reverse it. No, you can't undo these things. All right, let's just keep going.
And essentially just have the natural puberty that they would have, but a few years later. But a lot of people evolve differently as far as puberty. You know, it seems like some people don't hit puberty until they get in their 20s. And puberty block.
Who the fuck hits puberty in their 20s? God, you cannot fix this kind of stupid. You cannot fix this kind of stupid. Never, ever go full fucking
Everybody
retard.
knows you never go full retard.
What child goes into puberty in their 20s? Jesus fucking Christ. Don't do drugs, kids. It sounds like she took a couple Xanax and like, or she took an Ambien and just was like, she's forcing it. She's like stroking out during this video. Okay.
Will essentially allow a gender variant child the opportunity to wait until they get older to go through a puberty.
Variant.
It's no big deal. Puberty blockers don't cause breast development. Puberty blockers don't affect anybody's voice. They'll essentially...
Jesus Christ. It doesn't affect breast development. It stops them from forming. It doesn't change their voice. It absolutely...
What is the best move?
We're not even
silence
halfway through this goddamn train wreck. This is literally watching a train wreck in like 120 frames per second, like super slow-mo. Like you're watching every like metal alloy fiber joint just fucking crippling like tinfoil. This is, oh God. I always hope that there won't be like, I don't know. Like whenever you think you've heard the stupidest fucking person that ever sucked in oxygen, then I have to be disproven. It's just not necessary.
Stay in that childlike look, their own childlike look.
Like Michael Jackson?
For a little longer. Then if you don't let your child go on puberty blockers, then you be embarrassed. Little trans girl sounded like Caitlyn Jenner. Be scared to take the child in public, want to pretend that she's deaf.
What?
Got the little trans boy out here clocky. Don't nobody want to be clocky. Ain't nobody trying to be clocky because we got to deal with so much bullshit in this superficial society and being clocky.
I have no idea what she's talking about. Does anyone have, just drop in the comments. I have no idea what clock. I have no idea. She has said a word 5 fucking times. I still have no idea what she's saying. I think she's on puberty blockers. It just stopped the development of her brain. What's clocky?
Or
she's out there like, she's in London looking at Big Ben. Like, she's like, stop being so clocky. You're just up there being all clocky, just clocking away. Being all like, I'm a clock. Don't be so clocky. You're clocky over there. Don't be clocky. Don't be clocky. I see you being clocky. Clocky ass motherfucker.
Pretend that the trans child don't exist. I've seen a lot of that in my work. But you ain't doing yourself no favors, you ain't doing the child no favors, and you're not changing their mind. By not letting a child go on puberty blockers, somebody who is trans and will transition, by not letting them go on puberty blockers, you're essentially just making it harder for them to transition. They're going to likely end up getting more plastic surgery or being more insecure with the way that they look as an adult.
I'm going to watch this before bed every night. I'm so tired right now. I just feel like lying down and going to sleep. This is a great video. If you're trying to build like a good evening routine, just watch this before bed because it makes you want to just end the day. It might actually make you want to end your life, but just pull back from that a little bit and just be like, I need to go to sleep. Yeah. You ever have those moments when like something happens, you like stub your toe and then you drop a glass and then a shelf falls and you're like, all right, what the fuck is going on? Like today just needs to end. Like you almost just want to go back to sleep and be like, just wake me up tomorrow. We'll start fresh. This is a great video to watch at night when you're like, I'm done with today. I'm done with today. I'm going to sleep. Tomorrow, let's fucking go. It's a great evening routine because you just want to like, I am going to bed now. Lights out. Lights out.
What's the point of that?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Give your trans child the best opportunity at life as possible.
Jesus Christ.
Puberty blockers help to offer that.
Fuck.
It's not a big deal. It's really not.
It's not a big deal. Give your trans kid the best opportunity possible. It's not a big deal. Don't get clacky. The clacky.
Attacks on me, quite frankly, are attacks on science.
Is that the stupidest thing we've ever seen? I don't even know what the fuck was talking about. I don't even know what it was talking about. Let's see. Okay. Lacey, usually referring to a trans person who does not, quote, pass well, is said to look clocky. An outfit can also be clocky or a shade of makeup. Cool. I still have no idea what the fuck it means. Does anyone else? Okay. Can anyone else define this? I appreciate the attempt, Lacey. I still have no fucking idea. Who does not pass well. So like because they're a man. So if you're a man pretending to be a woman, you look clocky if you have like an Adam's apple and like a penis hanging out. I wouldn't call that clocky. I would call that, wow. I'll call that tranny, not clocky. Okay. All right. Anyway, anyone else? So Papa gets canceled. I didn't get canceled. You can't cancel me. How are you going to cancel me? How are you going to cancel me? How are you going to cancel someone that doesn't care? Like, I don't like shut down the channel. We've already had things get banned before. You get like, I would just stream privately. We would just keep on doing it. Nothing would change. We'd still be fucking crushing. It'd be harder, but, so Papa gets canceled for telling people to go to the gym, but crackheads can brainwash children and gets promoted. No quinces there, but my thyroid. Try it. Nah, don't try it. Don't try it. Don't try it. Like, we don't need it anymore. I already had to deal with the Instagram page and shit. Done. No more canceling. No more stupid shit. Oh, someone said clocky. Let's see. Who did the clocky thing? Let's see. Lacey, usually referring to. All right. Papa, make this stop. This hurts. This is balls deep, Nancy. This is balls deep. I know it hurts. If it's your first time or it's like every day, the knowledge cock gets a little bit more girthy. Because it's gonna hurt. It's called progressive overload. Okay. It's called progressive overload. We get a little bit thicker. We get a little bit girthier. Sometimes a vein gets a little bit more vasodilated and it's just going to cause a little bit more friction, but you'll loosen up. You'll get over it. You'll adapt. All right. Calm down. And if anyone's watching this that gets offended, there's a couple things I want to remind you if you're watching this. Like, one, I don't care if you take offense. Like, you're free to it. Number two, if I said something they take offense to, don't take it personally. It's just really your issue. And I don't know these terms because you make up shit all the fucking time if you're one of these people. You make things up every day. I'm not going to ever try to keep up with it because I prefer reality and it's nice over here. So feel free to join us at any time. Let's see. Jessica, transgender slang, clearly identifiable as transgender, capable of being easily clocked, not passing. You know what's funny is like how much content have we done about like all this like gender stuff, and like I've never heard that term. I wish I didn't. It's just Clocky McClockerson. Okay.
I believe you people.
All right.
What do you mean, you people?
All right. Let's just like, yeah. I mean, I think it's funny. I think this kind of stuff is mentally insane. I think it's ridiculous. And I'm not saying that about someone who is like through and through, like they're going to say like, I am trans. I'm living this way. Cause I've met people. I know people that are, and then they're not trying to brainwash children. They're not trying to force their lifestyle upon anyone. They're living their lives and they're happy. Then fucking go for it. Anyone? Like, can you imagine the ego to be like, you stop being happy. Fuck you. I'm focusing on my own shit. Like, you do it. When you're putting this stuff out there and you're like you're creepy as fuck. You're trying to manipulate children and abuse children. That's some sick, twisted shit. And it should be shouted out from the rooftops over and over again, relentlessly. Because a lot of people think this doesn't exist. Oh, it fucking exists. Oh, it does. A lot of people just like want to live in the way that they feel like, by all means, free country. That's why people fight and die for it. Live your life. But don't try to change reality for everyone else. No one's bowing to your fucking will. People don't have to like change fucking bathrooms and add like do all this fucking crazy shit. That's a small fringe of the population. Live your life. Everyone else, reality awaits. Things, I don't know. Do your thing. Do your thing, but I'm not using your silly words. I'm not using silly words that don't have meaning. Now, Tainty Magooch, on the other hand, that has fucking meaning. That's what I'm talking about.
He's heating up!
Right. Leave the kids alone. All right. Well, if it wasn't bad enough, maybe we can make it through. I know we're well over time. I feel like we have to do one more. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. So I guess this is like if Willem Dafoe was trans. All right, this might be the worst thing I've ever seen in my life, and I haven't even played the video. This is a response. Let's just do one more. We're over. This is done. This show is over after this video. I'm probably not even going to pause it. The faster, the better. I just need this out of this folder. Like, I feel like my computer is going to I feel bad for my hard drive. I feel bad for my Dropbox. I feel bad that I need this out. I need this out. I need this fucking out. There's a comment that says, hey, just something you should know. I've heard fae/fae self, Jesus Christ, pronouns are offensive to paganists. Okay, we're about to go off the fucking rails.
You keep using the word. I don't think it means what you think it means.
Off the fucking rails. We've literally been, I don't even know, like, when have we're not even on, like, where we're going, roads, where we're going, we don't need roads. We haven't been on the rails, like, ever.
Hey, Scott!
We've never been on the rails. What am I talking about? Here we go.
What's in the box?
Willem Dafoe. Wilhelmina Dafoe?
Hi, friend. I know that you mean well, but I need to let you know that this is not true. First things first, paganism is not one religion, and pagans have many varied beliefs. Now, I'm something of a pagan myself, and I can personally assure you that fae pronouns are not offensive to me. And if they're offensive to you, it doesn't really matter to me because they remain my pronouns. And now for the part of the program where I issue corrections. Because this is very interesting. I don't know why you chose fae self pronouns, or to use the word paganists when pagans would work just fine. I get the distinct feeling that you've never Googled this to confirm it, which is something that I highly, highly advise you do before you repeat stuff in the future. Have a great day.
Clocked as a motherfucker. Holy clockerino. Is that proper use?
There's tiny tuck, typical tuck, total tuck, and the tyrannical tuck.
Whoo-wee. All right. What time is it, fam? Let me check my clock. It's time to give away today's Swole card. All right, that's the last one. That's all I got for you today. Aren't you happy? Let's get a little Tainty, man. Tainty boy. Aww. Tainty, man. Tainty boy. Tainty boy, Tainty boy. Daddy loves you, Tainty boy. I love you, Rufus. Wake up, Rufus. Wake up, Tainty man. Wake up, Tainty man. Wake up, Tainty man. We're done with the show. Wake up. What a guard dog. Yeah. Got him for protection. Got him for protection. Oh, wake up, my Tainty man. Wake up now. We're done with the show. We're gonna go outside for a walk. We're gonna go outside. It's beautiful. Wake up, Tainty man. Hello, Churchy. She still wakes up a little bit. Hello, Churchy. Hello, baby girl. Let's get a little oh. Aww. Wave to the fam. Wave to the fam. Wave to the fam. Oh, say hi. Look at her smile.
Einhorn is Finkel. Finkel is Einhorn.
Wave. Oh, there's everyone's favorite. Everyone's favorite church. Everyone's favorite church. Oh, you're such a good girl. You're such a good girl. Do you want to come up? Do you want to come up? Oh, I know. I know, sweet girl. I know. Give me kisses? Because I love you. Because I love you. Gratuitous church. Oh, God, you licked me. She's so cute. She's so cute. Say hi to the fam. You smell good. You're so cute. Oh, you're so cute. You're so cute. Everyone wants me to give away the Swole card, but you're too cute. Okay. Okay. Let me put you back. You put you back. Okay. There you go. Never see you give Rufus kisses. I do. I do. He's just all the way over there. He's all the way over there. God, he doesn't give a shit at all. Looking good, church. Looking sharp, looking clean. Looking fresh and clean. Everyone thinks you're looking good. There's your little... All right. Looking good, church. Let's give away today's Swole card. All right, fam. Very nice.
What happened to your queer party friends?
We had to wash that out of everyone's...
No medication except my fucking antidepressants.
Yeah, can't pick him up as easily. That's for damn sure. He's like... God, I think I have to weigh him again. It's time for a Tainty assessment, but he's like 90 pounds. He's probably a solid high 80s, 90 pounds. We thought he was going to be like 100. His dad, his father was 120 pounds. I think his mother was like 80. So the Great Pyrenees are like, those are big fucking dogs. So his father was the Great Pyrenees and his mother was the Black-mouthed cur. So he has like, thankfully... You know, I wanted him to be really big, but then after a while I thought about like the bigger he is, the shorter he's going to live. And you know, he might have more health issues. You never know. But it seems like he's kind of tapped out. He's probably going to be like 90 to 100 pounds. Yeah, he might still get there. He still has like another year probably of like adolescent growth. But it seems like he's going to be a little bit more tempered in terms of his size. So he has a lot more of the size of the Pyrenees. So he has a lot of different mannerisms. Like his face looks like a Pyrenees, but he has like the coloring and the marking. So he has a nice little blend. Like some of his mannerisms are sometimes the Black-mouthed cur is what's happening, like when he's doing. And then sometimes the Pyrenees comes out where he like just doesn't give a fuck and he'll do his own thing. Yeah. So he's a good boy. He's a good fucking boy. Is a good boy. Is a good boy. Half of the cast is Papa yelling at, singing at, and kissing dogs. Well, maybe. Maybe. Big dogs have hip issues when they get older. Yeah, but also, you know, our dogs have never had like inflammatory food and garbage. So a lot of people are feeding their dogs, you know, dried kibble and they're having arthritis and shit like that and bone density issues. So a lot of dogs eat like people and they eat shit. All right, fam, make sure everyone that's listening, watching, make sure you check out swolenormousx.com for those Fuck Your Resolution specials. All those links down below, swolenormousx.com. It's time to join the fam today. But my thyroid, here we fucking go. Falcon, kick us off, you fucking talon slut. But my thyroid, oh, but my thyroid. I saw a hashtag tyrannical tuck, but nay, it's Maddie. Hashtag but Congratulations, Maddie. Send us an email to support@swolenormous.com. Swolecard 2434. In the subject, your mailing address in the body of the email will send you the Swole card. Fan. Fucking tastic. Oh my God, fantastic. Good. Tomorrow's Swole card is going to be Clocky Swole. Clock a swole, clock a swole, yeah.
Chlorophyll?
Maybe not.
More like chlorophyll.
Don't be mean to me. Don't be offended. I'm just joking and laughing at stupid things. Don't be upset. I love you, fam. We'll take some soundboard requests. Let's fucking go.
I arrived in America's airport with clothing, US dollars,
Yes, sir.
and a jar of gypsy
Yes, sir.
beers to protect me from AIDS.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Lieutenant Dan. What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
Ooh, Alex, boom. The hairy legs. I got you, fam. I got you, fam.
I got hairy legs.
Thank you, Elizabeth. I'm glad you enjoyed the show today. Go make some sick fucking gains for Daddy. Great clocky swolecast today, John. Ooh. People are going to be so offended. Let them. It's all right. It's all right.
It's estimated that 200 million people have died, probably by the time I finish this talk.
Loud noises! Shut up, bitch!
Good for you, Isabel. Isabel making those sober gains on day 6 without a drink. Let's fucking go.
I will rain down on a godly fucking firestorm upon you.
Let's fucking go. Absolutely fantastic. That is amazing. We are all big fans. Time to clock out. What's the title of today's Clocky Swole? It might have to be Clocky Swole. It might have to be Clocky Swole. Might have to be. Most people aren't going to know what the fuck that is. I didn't until today, so be it. All right, fam. Thank you so much for being here.
What the hell
Hank
kind
Hill.
of country is this where I can only hate a man if he's white?
All right, subscribe to the show. Share the stream with your friends. Don't take offense. There's no need. Laugh a little bit. It's a fun time. Go make some sick fucking gains. One thing that we can all do, I don't care what you got between your legs, you can go to the fucking gym and eat better and follow those 7 pillars, and you should. So make sure you do so. Thanks for being here. We'll see you tomorrow for episode 2435. Cruising right along. Tomorrow, January the 5, and we'll see you there. Peace, McGee's, Deuce Magoose, ya boy, Papa Swolio. Oh.
Crazy flow, need a straight jacket. Cash flow, I'm a bank addict. 6 subs, had the bass smacking. 808s, had the place clapping. 3 girls is enough for me, so I pull out like the stocks crashing. Like an IPO, trying to purchase me. This a private sector, so you can't have it. Faking all that boom bapping. Who you think you is, boy? 90s want they sound back, so I give rap all these fake rappers as I take matters in my own hands. I don't need rapping, I don't need Zans. I don't need help, I'm a grown man. Now they king left and they so mad, it's like
then yeah, I found that young king with my crown at 10 racks in the fanny pack, couple hundred in the Louis bag.
That's a bag that you made. That's a bag that you made. That's a bag that you laid. What kind of game is you playing? We go hard in the paint you. What the fuck is you saying? I only go where they pay. What kind of game is you playing? Yeah, whoa, my shit is relevant. Off topic, my melanin is popping. I'm taking skeletons out closets and making new deposits. I'm in my element. No